Probably need to move this shit over. And then people ask me why it took me so long to get here. I'm back at the back low. I'm gonna be way too long. I'm back at the back low. Been rattle being fucking seen down. So I got into a fight with a bear and lost, so that's why I look like trash. What's up, Static? And of course, the video isn't capturing the text. So that's not good. Motherfucker. I'm back at the back low. No, I've been gone too long. I'm back at the back low. I was helping a friend with something. A friend needed I needed to do something for a friend. So I was waiting for her to get home, and then she got home, and then we had to go through everything. So I didn't finish until maybe 15 minutes ago. But we're good. What's up, Twin Daggers? What's up, Nightmare Ninja? I think you might be new, or I just don't recognize that name. You should see the chat text now. It should be popping up now. What's wrong, Static? You been alright? What's going on, buddy? So yeah, I'm sorry for the lateness. It just kind of... I did everything else today on time, and then I had to wait on this one thing, and then... Life is hard sometimes. But, hope everything's fine with you, Static. Francesca. That name sounds somewhat familiar. Hi, Francesca. Moving into a new house. Okay. Hi, Yuki. Also, I just realized I always thought your icon, Yuki, was like a pelvis bone or something, and now just realizing it's a bunny. Or maybe it's both. I'm not sure. But the point is, I see a bunny in it, and I like rabbits, so we're gonna take that as a victory for me. Happy birthday, Static. I don't know. I guess maybe you don't chat a lot. That's probably why I didn't recognize your name inherently. Everyone else is pretty much a regular. I feel like Ninja, I've probably seen you a couple times. Maybe you haven't stuck out, but what was the question, Lightning? Ask the question real quick and I'll go ahead and answer it. What's up, gaming bros? Oof. 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 What was the question, Lightning? I'll do that real quick before we get into the Tokyo Mirage Sessions stuff. It's not a lot. It's not a lot of topics, honestly. What's up, Anime Reaper? What's up, Malik? Think the Nintendo Switch can get the light to 150 or 188 by Team PS5 and Scarlet come out? Maybe. Kind of depends on what they want to... Depends on if they even drop the original Switch at all. Yeah, Francesca, I know you've been here since the beginning. Francesca, that's the name for... You don't chat a lot, but the name is always familiar to me. Yeah, there's not a lot of topics. Tokyo Mirage Sessions is the main thing. Nothing else of note has been going on. Which JRPG has been the most enjoyable? I don't really want to comment on that because I'm going in between them. And I've played way more hours of fucking Fire Emblem, so I feel like that's not a fair statement. So I don't want to make that statement yet. Because if I said Fire Emblem, it's of course he said Fire Emblem. I have over 100 hours in Fire Emblem, of course. Even though I haven't really played much of it this week. What's up, Red Dragon? 16 viewers. It's only been it hasn't even been 5 minutes yet, guys. Jesus. I appreciate the dedication, I really do. Especially considering this is later than usual. This is way later than usual. It looks interesting. We'll see what happens, though. They showed off the Team Rocket designs, and I was immediately disappointed. Because, for one, Team Rocket's in the anime, and two, they look exactly the same. Like, how is it that you gave Ash a brand new look, but Team Rocket has to rock the same outfits? You know what would make them fun? Is if you made them like trainers. I would totally be into them being trainers. I've already watched the first 2 episodes of My Hero. Also saw One Piece. Dub is returning. Pretty fucking excited about that. I'll be real with you. I've been wanting to see some Punk Hazard dubbed. I'm very conflicted with Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I'm very conflicted and I'm angry. But what was the question, Lightning? Did you ever ask the question? Was the question that was which JRPG was the most overall enjoyable? If you're talking about between Dragon Quest and Fire Emblem, I'm not gonna make that decision. Yeah, we got a strong crowd. There's no English there. Did I see a Ruku-kun? I have not seen a Ruku-kun yet. My anime watching has been pretty much My Hero, Black Clover, One Piece. Is that it? Might be it. Really? Gen 7 anime is a C-. Because people have been geeking over that recent episode. I saw on Twitter. People were losing their fucking minds. But, we can do some... If y'all want to do questions real quick before I get into this... Do y'all want to do some quick questions, or do y'all want me to just jump into the Tokyo Mirage Session stuff? Because the Tokyo Mirage Session stuff, it's weird. It's something you wouldn't think I have a lot of things to say about, and I still do, though. I still do, and it's a weird situation. So let's see. Otherwise, I can just get into the, we can just get into TMS. Sharp F-E-E. Sharp F-E-E. Because, hashtag Fire Emblem Encore. Alright, let's get it right. No, fuck you, Keemstar. You don't get the free publicity. Even though me mentioning Keemstar is free publicity. So I've already lost before I even started. Motherfucker. Oh well. Moving on. I have not watched the Harry Potter movies at all. That was kind of random. If you had your pirate, who would have to join your crew? I'm a biased piece of shit, so I can't be trusted. That's like we're not gonna do that. We will not do that. I know what you're going for, Static. Not yet. Not yet. So let's talk about Tokyo Mirage Sessions. So here's the situation with Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE Encore, which from this point forward we'll just refer to as TMS. So for those who may not know anything about this game was originally meant to be a Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem crossover, and that was announced back in 2013. The game didn't come out until late 2015 for Japan and like mid 2016 for America. And the game wasn't even visibly shown off until like the early 2015. Like it was shown like this really like generic ass trailer in 2013. And then we got like what the game was actually going to be trailer in 2015. And that trailer was enough to piss off the majority of the fan base for that game, because people were like, this is not even close to what anyone wants, and it sucks, because I think the game is really fucking good. On top of people already being disappointed because of what kind of games it turned out to be, people were also really pissed off at the amount of censorship the Western version had. And it was also inconsistent, because you can tell the game wasn't made with the censorship in mind. The game was made and then Nintendo was like, these are all the things you have to change. And then they were like, but the game comes out in December in Japan. Well, we're going to give you another 6 months. You better change all the things we want. And then the game came out in the US, and although the game was still great, had a lot of inconsistencies when it's censorship, because you can tell that it was added retroactively and they couldn't change everything in time. Hey, Kevin. So what you ended up getting in 2016 was a really good game with a bunch of weird visual changes due to Nintendo of America being dickheads for some reason. So this was always one of those games on my list, personal list, that I think truly deserved a fucking another chance on the Switch without any of the negative connotations that came with being on the Wii U and the disappointment of it being a false crossover game. It's still a crossover game, but it's just not the crossover game that people wanted, right? So when I heard the announcement, I was excited. And then but the one thing it could not escape, even though Nintendo has made so much progress over the last couple of years, is the nonsense that comes with it being censored. So originally it was weird. When the game was first announced, we got the confirmation that the game seemed to be a weird mix of censored but not censored, because they were showing screenshots and images of the characters in some situations being censored and in other situations not. So that was the first confusion. The second confusion came when on the Japanese site they changed Tsubasa's uncensored outfit to her censorship outfit, which got people even more concerned. And then recently, this week, it was like Nintendo formed an apology. They shot out an apology that stated, "We apologize for the miscommunication. The game is based on the Western version of the game, and it will be the baseline for all regions." What's up, Julian? It'll be the baseline for all regions. We apologize because we had some misleading photos, and if you want to get a refund for those who have pre-purchased the game, you can. Essentially confirming the game was censored. The game is based off of its censored counterpart, but weirdly enough, Nintendo was apologizing for it, which would make sense considering in July they were making statements talking about how they had no intention of censoring games. Because Nintendo, even in the Wii U era, never apologized for censoring anything. They just fucking did it and didn't care. So it was already a curious situation. Now, my reasoning last week was the fact that maybe the reason why the screenshots changed was because, like with Senran Kagura, Nintendo tends to hide the more mature aspects of certain games on their website, and maybe it would still have the censored material. It would still have the uncensored material in the game. Based off of the recent comments, that does not seem to be the case at all, which is a fucking shame, because I wanted this game to do well on its own merits, and it still is going to get fucked with because of the weird censorship situation going on. And KG brings up the point that I was going to bring up. The Atlas conversation. Here's the thing about TMS. TMS is an Atlas-made game with just the rights from Nintendo to use certain characters and the supervision in terms of censorship, right? So then the question comes in, a lot of people think, well, Nintendo never apologized for censorship before and never offered refunds for censorship before. So why bother now? And I think it's because it goes against what they've already stated that they're not going to do. So a lot of people think that this is an Atlas thing, which makes even less sense to me, though, because Atlas has not been known for censoring things. Although they did have some drama. I think it was with Catherine they had some drama, and then they had some drama with Persona. I don't remember the Persona drama, though. The Persona drama, I think it was something about how it wouldn't include Japanese voices. But I don't remember. So I'm going to look. If anyone remembers, just let me know. But I could have swore Persona 5 had some. I'm trying to remember. What was the drama Persona 5 had for a while? It was something like about. I think it had something to do with the Japanese version you couldn't get. And a lot of people are also taking that whole argument that Nintendo said they wouldn't censor third-party games. So people are like, maybe that's what they're doing with their main games. That maybe they are censoring their own games. Although then that doesn't seem consistent because you had games like Xenoblade come out that no, they didn't even fucking touch. With Kasumi, no, not that drama. It was before. It's when the English version was released. I don't think it's. I think it was. I thought it was before that. Like it had something to do with the dub not coming out. Like the game got delayed for it or something. I don't remember. All I'm thinking is some people think it's Atlas. Some people think it's Nintendo. People were sitting there saying, "Oh, it's a lazy port. It's a lazy port. That's why it was Atlas." But if that was the case, Atlas is adding new characters. They're taking the characters that were the background characters and making them playable, like Tiki, Mako, and I forget the guy's name, the weeaboo dancer guy. I forget his name. So I'm like, all those are new characters. We've seen Fire Emblem Three Houses outfits in this bitch, and they've already confirmed new songs, which means they've had to get the original voice actors to go back in there and record new songs. So I can't call it a lazy port because you've already added a bunch of shit. It's like a new dungeon area. I think we've seen screenshots of a new dungeon. No, we've seen footage of a new dungeon. We've seen new playable characters, new outfits. So I'm like, it's not a lazy port, but it also doesn't make sense on the Nintendo level because Nintendo has literally not censored any other. Yeah, Barry. There we go. Barry Goodman. Nintendo has not censored any other game since the Switch started. So then I don't understand why use the Western version? Now part of me thinks it's because the Western version, even with its censorship, also does have exclusive outfits for the characters. Like I think Eleanor, Tsubasa, I think Kiria has. I think a few characters have exclusive outfits that are in the English version. And to be fair, they did a lot to censor the original version. For example, I think it's like the first main dungeon in the game when you first get Kiria. The whole premise of that dungeon, I think Mako is kidnapped, or Maiko, I might be mispronouncing her name. She gets kidnapped, and the whole thing is based around like the idea of like swimsuit modeling, and like the sequence ends with like Tsubasa getting into her swimsuit. But the swimsuit was taken out of the English version, so she gets into like this weird, like hip hop style gear, which then they give like Maiko and Eleanor their own hip hop gear because they do like this swimsuit shoot at the end of that chapter. But because they took out the swimsuits, they made it like this hip hop fashion show. So maybe it's because they did so much work to censor it that the artist would have to go back in there. And then also, there's been rumors that this game is getting a dub. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if I believe that to be true. People started suggesting that because they said that the Japanese version would support English language, which is also kind of weird, but it's supposed to be like an international release. So I don't fucking know. I don't understand why can't this game catch a fucking break? That's my fucking issue. It's like no matter what happens, this game has to struggle on some dumb shit every time. This was supposed to be the time this game could come out and get truly appreciated for what it is. Because it's a good ass game. I love Tokyo Mirage Sessions fucking battle system. I love its battle system. And it's gonna struggle again because of this stupid censorship nonsense. And because there's no rhyme or reason of why this game is getting censored. Again. Other than that, they just don't want to use the... Now, what a good port would have done, because I do like some of the censored outfits. Like the one... Fuck the wedding dress. The wedding dress is probably the dumbest fucking edit they've ever done. In my opinion... The worst one is that stupid fucking... The wedding dress edit is the worst edit in the game, I want to say. Because you could say something about the swimsuit edit, which is funny because the swimsuit's still in the fucking game. If you play the game, you would know, I think it's like a commercial or it's one of Tsubasa's specials. She still rocks the swimsuit in there, so you can still get the swimsuit in the game. This also makes me question, are we gonna get the Hot Springs DLC? Because if you're taking the swimsuit out, the Wii U version, the American Wii U version of TMS never got the Hot Springs DLC. And as fans, we assumed with all the censoring the game went through, that was probably the reason why, because it showed them in the swimsuits. Which, spoiler alert, if you censor them in the main game, I would highly think you're gonna censor them again when it comes to the DLC. Does that mean we don't get the DLC now? Which is fucking dumb. That also means the Japanese fan base doesn't get the DLC. But it can't, but like I said, they're adding too much in the game to call it a lazy port, and it seems out of character for Nintendo to apologize for it. I don't know what the deal is. I legit don't know what the big issue is. Like, why did they use the American version of the game to as the base? I don't understand why they did that. So it's frustrating to me. Because like I said, you had other Nintendo games that had just as provocative content in it that they didn't give a fuck about. So why this game? I'm actually happy they even thought that this game deserved another chance. Because most people would have told you, fuck no. Because it did not sell well in either region. And I'm like, dude, you had one job. You had one fucking job, guys. Just release the game in its uncensored glory. You didn't even have to add anything. I wasn't even sweating them adding anything. And now this game is going to struggle again because you like, I don't even understand. They knew, both Nintendo knew that this game suffered a bunch of negative press in America due to the fucking censorship. So why in the fuck would you allow that same issue that you knew was going to come up? This game has some of the most ridiculous edits in it. It's insane. But because the game was never based around the censorship, it's not consistent. Like how I said, you can still see certain swimsuits. In the specials that they're rocking these outfits, in a lot of cases, the specials weren't changed. Hell, in the first fucking dungeon, they changed all the background images on the posters that had like girls in swimsuits into like fucking hip hop, into like normal clothes. Even though in the original Japanese version, all the girls in the backgrounds were rocking their swimsuit outfits. It doesn't make any sense. It does not make sense to me, and I don't understand what the reasoning could be. Some people think, I think I was looking at Jay RPG's channel, and I think he's still under the impression that Tokyo Mirage Sessions is still gonna have the content in there, but then it's gonna make it a weird hodgepodge. And I guess that's the only like slight ray of hope, is that they said it's based on the Western version. That doesn't mean it's gonna be the full. That is gonna be literally the Western version, though. But the fact that you made the effort to say it's part of the Western version is concerning. The only thing that would, because to me the fucking first dungeon doesn't make sense because of how it's structured in the English version. Unless you changed that dungeon design and was like, that's not what it's about, or that like, I don't know. And actually going into Lightning, I need to see more of this game before. It's definitely not a pre-order game right now. I've heard a lot of people thinking it's an Atlas issue. I just don't know what the proof of it being an Atlas issue is. Like, I don't understand why people are saying it's an Atlas issue. You shouldn't be blocked. I'm pretty sure you're not blocked. I can check real quick. I don't think you're blocked, though. Let's see. What is his name? Uh. I don't think. Yeah, you're not blocked. So I don't know why you can't see your stuff. But yeah, you're not blocked, Brian. Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. Um. So where everything? Where's everybody with this? What's up, Jamon? I'm curious where everyone's mind is as far as buying the game. I want to support it, and I guess that's the question. Do you think the new characters, the new playable characters, the new dungeon, the new outfits, ironically enough, they're based on 3 houses, which in terms of sexiness doesn't mean anything. Is that enough for you to overlook the censorship, I guess? I'm just curious. Like, how many people... Can I set polls in here, actually? If I can set polls, I'm going to try to set a poll real quick. I'm just curious where everyone's at in terms of buying the game. You can't do polls. See, on Twitch, I can do polls. This sucks. Oh, so that's what happened? So it wasn't that Nintendo censored it. They just left it to Atlus to censor it? Why did Atlus decide to stick with the censored version? What? Is that literally what happened? That fucking sucks. Let me go look at JRPG's Twitter real quick. If that's the reason, that's garbage. Why would you allow them to do that? I get it. But damn it, that would suck. Please don't let that be true. Do you have like the tweet where he said it? I'm on his Twitter. He says he has like, unless he just uploaded a video, which I'm not sure. That would drive me nuts, yo. Let's see. I just want to see. You heard what? Yeah, it's so bad they depend on. Oh, they're rebuying the Wii U version. Let's see. They bent a knee. I wish Microsoft would break your foot in Japan. If you keep buying censored products, they'll keep doing it. I never played the original, so I might just buy it because I love RPGs. Oh, no problem, Static. I don't care either way. I'll still buy it. I hear that fans in Japan are buying the Wii U version. This is my first time buying and playing it, but I don't. Let's see. But yeah, Revolver, if you can like give me a link to where he said it. It's on his tweet from 3 days ago. Let's see. I'm just trying to find the tweet before we continue. Let's see. Oh, okay, I see. I see what he did. Okay, I see it. I see it. Atlas handled the localization for TMS. Atlas, not Nintendo, being based on the Western version. And that's true. That's why I said the glimmer of hope is literally if what he based it in, if it's based. That's going to be hard. Yeah, because I still think some of the censor outfits were fine. Fuck the wedding dress, regardless. And I want to, and real quick, I'm going to show you the wedding dress for those who haven't seen it. The wedding dress to me is the most egregious example of bullshit I've ever seen. Because I don't even understand how they thought. I don't understand how a wedding dress was like considered too provocative for Nintendo back in 2015. But this wedding dress, this is like the most unholy thing I've ever seen in my life. So it needs to be shown. Because this shit was nonsense. Can I find a better picture than that? No one has like an inherently amazing. Y'all get a couple of the censored screenshots so people know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that one. Is the bikini outfit, because I actually like the hip hop outfit they replaced it with. It just doesn't need to be like in the story. See, basing it on the Western version, I think is only so they could keep. I guess you know what? That not it makes sense, because the code for her bikini outfit is still in the game. Has to be. That's why it still shows up in certain sequences. So it could be a situation where they're keeping certain aspects of the Western version, like the Aversa boobs thing didn't bother me. It just didn't make sense because the cutscene would show it, like in the CGI cutscene, it's censored, but in the fucking like, in the actual game itself, like if you fight her as a boss, it's not censored. So it's like, what? Why do that? Now they want to keep the fire on her boobs. The only thing I wonder if people would get mad if I think people would get mad if they censored her boobs in the game too. Although at least at that point I could argue that's consistent. Still not great, but it's consistent. Yeah, we'll get these two images. What are you guys saying in the chat? So I probably will buy it again. I mean, I bought the original. I bought the original game and it was censored, so I feel like I've tried to make a habit out of not doing it, but realistically, I think that's probably what's going to happen. I'm probably going to rebuy it. I think if from what JRPG is, yeah. I think what JRPG was alluding to is that because Atlas was the one who is localizing the game, they picked which version they wanted to use as a baseline. They just chose to use the English one as a baseline, which granted there could be the logic of the American outfits are only in the English version, whereas in Japan, there's still code of the Japanese outfits in the English version, hence why they still show up in certain specials and shit, in certain performances or media. I don't fucking know. I think that's what it is. But the problem is it's gonna make Nintendo look bad anyway. Because it's Nintendo's title. So regardless of whether or not it was their decision, it's on their console, so they by default look bad. So yeah, here's the wedding dress nonsense, which is fucking stupid. And then you got the swimsuit example, which is fucking stupid. So I'll probably still end up getting it. Like, this is one of the few games I wanted to support. This is like one of the few ports I wanted to support. We also got some conversation a little bit about Fatal Frame Switch Edition. Whether or not we would get a Fatal Frame game on the Switch. Apparently, the original producer of 5, I want to say, is currently working on that Fairy Tail RPG. So hashtag Fairy Tail ruins shit for me again. Motherfucker. Oh, do you want me to make the pics bigger? If you need the pictures to be bigger, you can. I can't find like a great wedding dress one, but the short versions of the wedding dress one, you can still see the cutout for where her arms and cleavage is supposed to be. Like I said, I like the hip hop. I like the hip hop outfit they give her. Like the top one, I think is perfectly okay. This one, this version, I don't mind this. I wouldn't mind them giving me this outfit as an optional outfit. But I think the premise of the dungeon needs to be changed back to what it was, which was about being proud and not nervous of showing your body. That's what, like, this needs to be the base outfit for this dungeon. Not this. But this shit right here, this shit's fucking ridiculous. But so anyways, in the interview about the Fairy Tail game, because he's working on it, he was asked about Fatal Frame. He was like, are you making a Fatal Frame? But apparently he's busy. He's so busy with the Fairy Tail game, he hasn't had any time to work on it. So the most we can hope for as far as Fatal Frame is if we can get maybe a port of 5. Because I don't think the producer needs to be involved for a port of 5. And I would buy a port of 5. I don't care. 5 is on the same tier for me as Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Which is funny because Fatal Frame 5 has censorship in it. The difference is that Fatal Frame 5 censorship is like the swimsuit situation where they just replace the outfit. Like Fatal Frame 5, they gave the girls, like, I think it was Zero Suit, Samus, and Zelda outfits. Like, here we go. We're gonna switch it. Today is swimsuit day. And all you can see is my eyes. They took out the swimsuit outfits. Which, to be fair, in a horror game never made any fucking sense, but it's Koei Tecmo, so am I surprised? Not really. So let's see. Oh, that did not save properly, did it? No, it did not. Is it gonna come up properly? Oh, it did. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of that one. Put it up here. And then we're also gonna get rid of this one. These were the original outfits that they had in Fatal Frame 5. And then what we ended up getting was not those outfits, but this one. I've literally just boxed myself off in a corner. You can still see me. But yeah, that's what they did for Fatal Frame. Fatal Frame, instead of giving us these really be fair, these are some ridiculous fucking outfits right here. But no, these are the Wii U photos. But fucking, we got the Zelda outfits, the Zelda and Zero Suit Samus outfits instead, which I think is probably I think people can handle that if it feels like effort went into those outfits. Also, because in some ways the Zero Suit outfit is just as erotic. I mean, bruh, you got her rocking like a skin tight suit. Like, man, And you're playing primarily from a behind the back perspective. I don't even need to explain to you why that could come off just as erotic. So, no. These are Wii U photos. These are all from the Wii U games. So if you were in Europe, you could buy this physically. If you were in America, you had to get this digitally. So the only way I was able to play it is because I downloaded it. But yeah, like, that was the trade-off we got. Instead of getting these really erotic outfits, we just got the Zelda. Like, I don't mind that. Although, obviously, if we got a port, the obvious response would be, give us both. I like how this is essentially turned into the censorship podcast. But like I said, there's not a lot of news going out anyway. Which is why I was just kind of like, fuck it. Why not? Why not? Also, yeah, I don't have an issue with I'm not as annoyed about this. Because I think people would fuck with the English version outfits too. But obviously we want both if this ever gets support. I just want it to be stated. But still, I don't hate on these outfits. But more than likely, watch the ads and support the channel, because obviously with the way YouTube is working, what's probably going to happen is, because I've shown all these provocative images on this video, I'll probably get demonetized super quick. So speaking of censorship, guess what platform I'm on? I'm on fucking YouTube. So this is probably going to get demonetized, and this is probably going to get limited or no ads. So subscribe and support the channel, because that would be helpful in the long run. Please and thank you. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna get rid of the photos. Okay. Anywho, so moving forward, yeah. Don't forget to click the notification bell and subscribe to the various channels. So yeah. So once again, support the video in any way you can. I appreciate it. Whether you watch it or share it. Because God knows YouTube is going to suppress the fuck out of it. So moving on, I think that's enough of the censorship topic. I don't think there's anything else to address. Unless you guys have any more questions or things to go over. But I think we've exhausted that topic. There's not a lot else to say on it. And I kind of don't really care to talk about Pokemon, because there's not a lot to talk about with Pokemon. It's literally just new Gigantamax forms that are off of Gen 1 Pokemon that I don't give a fuck about. I like playing hide and seek. I'm that kind of dude. I think Fatal Frame is M, because it's a horror game. It's literally a horror game, so I think technically those are M-rated titles. Unless you guys want to talk about the Blizzard situation. Yeah, I'm buying Pokemon. Do you guys want to talk about the Blizzard and China situation that's been going on? The Fairy Tail game doesn't look bad. I'm pretty indifferent to it. I mean, it's an RPG, which I think fits what Fairy Tail is. Why would you think Gen 8 is going to be the last generation? Where did that even come from? That's my question. That seems out of nowhere. Oh, I just realized, remember you guys were talking about you heard a sound? I know what sound you heard. Actually, no, you couldn't have heard that because it's muted. I don't know what sound you guys heard earlier, but that's besides the point. Oh, I'm getting Sword. Sword is what I'm getting. If it wasn't censored, SCAWs would find a way to complain. Well, I mean, they're going to complain regardless. That's what's going to happen. That is the nature of the situation. You will never escape that. But we just got to move past it, I guess. But like I said, I'll probably end up getting Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Fairy Tail looks alright. Hope we get a port of Fatal Frame 5. What else? It's not a lot. I mean, oh, it's definitely going to keep going. Pokemon won't ever stop. Pokemon fandom is in extreme hypocrite mode. Yeah, but I don't really want to go into Pokemon again, because almost every time I do one of these, it always comes up. And I'm going to end up talking about it anyway when November hits and I'm playing the game. So I kind of want to just wait until that game comes out. Like, I don't want that to dominate my discussions moving forward. I know it will, because I care a lot about it, and it's not hard to get me riled up on Pokemon shit. Like, Pokemon shit, unfortunately, will always be one of those things that fuck with me. But I can't say anything else about that, because I'll go into another rant. Also, for the sake of it, since I'm doing this as it's coming out, there are some Nintendo Switch sales going on. So, for example, if you guys want to buy Mortal Kombat 11 on Switch, it is $35 right now instead of the $60 it was. Dragon Ball Xenoverse is $12. Dragon Ball FighterZ is $18. Dead Cells is $20. My Hero, which you shouldn't buy because it's fucking garbage, is $24. The Naruto Shippuden games are on sale for like $20 a piece, or like $10 for the older games. Oh, One Piece Pirate Warriors, there's a bunch of shit on sale. I mean, I don't mind Ash. Okiku is best girl in Wano. You're wrong, Keith. Speed is best girl in Wano. Speed is best girl. Also, I don't remember if no, Okiku is the guy anyway. You're wrong. Okiku is a dude. You mean Hiyori is best girl in Wano. Yeah, I figured you got Cyber Sleuth. Didn't that come out Friday? The 18 Gems was wrong. That was a misunderstanding. I don't know, man. I'd go back and play some of the Ultimate Ninja Storm games. Like the first two were really addictive. Now after that, I could care less. Also, Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition is $25. I like the fact that the Switch now has like legit deals, unlike on the Wii U where literally everything stayed the same price all the fucking time, and only like fucking indie games went on sale. Now you can actually find like a good chunk of titles that are on sale, which is great. Fucking love that. I mean, Blizzard is being a stubborn dick and punishing people for having their opinions. Like, you can't be like, oh, I'm a game company. And I understand what it is. They're in China's pocket right now. They don't want to fuck with that money. But, like, stand by your players. Support your players. Don't put them under the fucking bus. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe and like I said, I may not know, but the whole Blizzard situation is that like was it Overwatch? No, was it a Hearthstone player? I forget which, but it's one of their games. It was an esports player. It was like being interviewed, and he was like in support of the protests going on in China. So Blizzard then like completely pushed that guy away. Was like, we're taking the prize money you won, and you were banned from any of our tournaments for like a year. And then there was a whole bunch of outrage, and then they kind of like backed off on it. But like, even for Overwatch, the Switch Overwatch release, they were supposed to do like a little like thing in Nintendo New York, and they canceled it because they were afraid of the backlash. They didn't want to deal with any public backlash. That's a shame too, that the gaming industry never defends gamers, but it's also true. I just don't care for that battle system, Lightning. It's not bad. It wasn't super endearing for me. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Dante's Infernate. Off topic, I was thinking about this earlier. Would shonen show, particularly the big three, would as long as be as popular if the main protagonists were gender swap? So pretty much if we had a female main character, is that what you're implying? Would the big three still be as popular? Probably not. I mean, think about it. Madoka. Now, to be fair, Madoka is a weird series in general. Madoka had a female lead, didn't do that well. The last Shonen Jump JoJo part was part 6, which had a female lead. Who else am I missing? There aren't a lot. I think Shonen just does not work well with female leads. Although you have something like Act Age that does relatively well. Act Age, but then again, Act Age isn't really a traditional shonen. It's still considered shonen, but it's yeah. I still love One Piece. I love One Piece. I'm also super excited that the dub is coming back for One Piece. I can't think about a lot of female leads in shonen because most Shonen Jump series don't have female leads. You had to go outside of shonen to get that. You talking about a game which came out 12 years ago. Look at Studio. I like how Studio comes out of nowhere. This man to be in the background lurking. And then as soon as I mention Madoka, it's almost like on cue this man is ready. Yeah. Yeah, but I heard they backed off a little bit. Female leads work better in other manga genres. I think female leads work well in shonens too. It's just that they're not written well, or that like the writer doesn't care about them. Not the writer, the fan base doesn't care about them. Now, to be fair, Madoka's worst arc is the first arc, so I imagine people had the same issue I had with Madoka when it first came out. Where Madoka's a good ass series, but man, it really does not want you to finish it. Sometimes the beginning was like, "Fuck you, you don't need to watch it." Not that Period, Yuki. He's the cool Period. He's like Black Clover episode 100 Period. That's what he is. Or Naruto versus Sasuke Period. That's what he is. Final battle, mind you. Actually, all of their battles, I think. Yeah, all their interactions are well animated. Haven't read Claymore. Claymore is pretty revered, but it's still not even held. It's weird. It's well liked and loved, but it doesn't really get the same accolades. On scale 1 to 10, how good is Madoka? I never ranked Madoka. Madoka's like somewhere between like a 7 and an 8. Because I think the best arc is the... What is my favorite arc? Fuck, what is my favorite arc? It's either the minus arc or the not equal arc. The Black Wedding was pretty good. And the final arc is good, but it's short, and I think that's my only issue with it. It's a little short for me. Not like insanely short, but it feels short. I think not equal or minus arc. But fuck, to the Black Wedding has good parts in it too. I don't fucking know. It's probably I'm leaning somewhere around an 8. It's hanging in the 8 range for me. I like it. I like it a lot. It's better than Bleach. So the problem, I think my issue with Madoka is that Madoka, I bet you if Madoka was animated, it would get way more praise. That's literally, I think, its issue. Which is weird. It had 2 canonical seasons, and then they never touched it. It's so fucking weird. They did 2 seasons, and the 3rd season, which would have been fucking GOAT. Minus arc is lit. They didn't fucking touch, which sucks. Also, Kudra is best girl. Well, that and if Period managed their fucking staff better. The problem is they have no reason to improve Black Clover's animation because Black Clover does well even with the bad animation. Like, the bad animation does not stop Black Clover from doing well. So, and that's a weird thing because the moment Black Clover stops doing well, they'll just end the series. So it's like a catch-22 because it does well without the amazing animation consistently. They just let it keep going. But I fear literally the moment it stops doing well, they're just going to fucking cut it. They're just going to cut it. Which is a shame. It's a fucking shame. Because episode 100 was fucking beautiful. Man, when Black Clover is on model and shit, it's great. Also not happy about the fact that Vanessa was not in the proper outfit in the last 2 episodes. Yeah. In the manga, she's in like her bra and panties. Because fucking Vanessa's like a nudist. But in the anime, they had her in her normal outfit. In the manga, she's in her underwear. Because that's just how Vanessa is. And we fucked with that. Also, Kudra best sister. I need more Kudra pictures. God, I need more Kudra pictures. I fucking love Kudra. Kudra, I think I really like Kudra during the Not Equal arc. Kudra being Madaka's older sister. Spoiler alert. What else? Yeah, well that, and I think fucking Black Clover has better female characters than fucking My Hero. But that's a hot button issue. But I do 100% believe that Black Clover has better female characters than My Hero. My Hero female, I think the best female My Hero character is Toga, which is stupid. Why is the best female character in your show a villain? And she's better by like a decent margin. She's just more developed as a character. Well, Black Clover's been better than Boruto. That's not even a question. Not even a question. Side note, like the recent chapter in Super that came out, that looks promising. Although I'm not having a lot of hope because, you know, Toriyama cannot be trusted anymore. To be fair, Toriyama probably shouldn't have been trusted after Battle of Gods. He was given one chance, and that was with Resurrection F. And then Super came out, and I was like, fuck that. Oh yeah, I read Spy X Family. Spy X Family, I'm caught up on. Wait, am I? Was there a new chapter today? That's the only way. But I'm pretty caught up on Spy X Family. Let me just make sure. There was a new chapter today. I need to read that when this is over. For some reason, in like, I want to say 2015, 2016, yanderes became insanely popular. One Piece has pretty good characters, although I have not liked some of the characterization for some of them as of recently. But they also haven't gotten a lot of like shine as of recently. It seems like Wano's supposed to be somewhat of a Zoro-centric arc, which I'm perfectly cool with because Zoro doesn't get enough screen time in my opinion. That isn't about him being cool all the fucking time. My Hero is overrated, but it's partially because the animation's so good. I am very surprised Kakaishi. I have never heard. Well, Totoro does not do a good job of writing Super. I'll tell you that. This recent arc has been okay. I've been okay with this recent arc, but fuck, like Super in general, I'm just like ugh. Also, I haven't heard Kakaishi in so long, yo. It's crazy. He should have went. Or wait, are you saying he shouldn't have done Gohan as the main hero? Because I would have preferred him doing that. The problem now is that he turned everything into the Goku and Vegeta show. I know you like that trap, Brian. You know why? Because they lied about who he was for a while. Also, when you realize that, I think the Japanese word for boy is like Okoto or Otoko. I think is the Japanese word for boy. And her name is Okiku. Like, yeah. I fucked with Kobe. Kobe's cool people, though. Yeah, he has. That's like my biggest issue with post time skip One Piece. Like right now, I would still argue pre time skip One Piece is better. So I agree with that. Yeah, I don't like the super anime. I just don't like a lot of the arcs. S Cry Head is lit. Man, I respect that. That's not true. Goku isn't even a character. Goku is a better character in Dragon Ball. He's not really a character in most of Z. There's a good... In some parts of Z, he's good. I probably would say the earlier parts of Z, I like him more than the later parts of Z. Like, he's fine for Z, but Super should have been Gohan. They should have just let Gohan move forward. I'm not that far in Dragon Quest. Oh yeah, just like in Boruto, it turned into the Naruto and Sasuke show. It's almost like those are the characters that sell the series. What do you mean we about to throw hands? You tell me you don't fuck with Kudra, Period? You don't fuck with Kudra? Come on, yo. Kudra is bae. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Kudra is bae. But see, Gohan is interesting of a character because of that, though. Like, Gohan is an interesting character because he has a different dynamic than, like, Goku and Vegeta. Because I still think, potential-wise, Gohan can throw hands. Like, I think Gohan could technically be stronger than Goku and Vegeta. But because he's so pacifistic, that's what hurts him. Are you gonna go see the One Piece? Oh, yeah. I've watched all the One Piece films. Right? That's not true. I technically need to go back and see the first and second one. Right? Right? I think it's the first and second One Piece films I haven't seen. I've seen like AMVs of the second film. I can't even remember what the fucking first film was. I've seen every One Piece film except for the first and second one, I think. I mean, Nico Robin is the better character, but I love them both. Yes. Yes, Dante. Yes. I've already made like what if things for Gohan. It's not hard to make Gohan like a powerhouse again. It just takes a little bit of work, which might happen based off of the new chapter in Super that I read today. That's a whole nother thing. Nico Robin, I think, is one of the few Straw Hats that's gotten like true progression as a character. I love how she was like super quiet and reserved. Like she was always scheming, but she was like super quiet. And then we got to like Time Skip Robin, who's a lot more expressive and joins in with a lot more gags now, which is why I love Robin. Robin is fucking great. Nico Robin, it's like Nico Robin and Brooke are like my two favorites. Yeah, I can understand that, anime rapper. I'm actually interested that they put Kobe against Hancock, because I wonder if that's gonna lead into some shit. Movie 6 is lit, and if you ask me how to rank the Oda films, is what I like to call them, the Oda saga films, which is Strong World, Z, Gold, and Stampede, right? I haven't watched Stampede yet, but if I had to say, Z is my favorite, it's probably Z, Gold, and then Strong World. I think Strong World is the weakest, and Gold was a little bit worse to me in comparison. I think Z is his best film, and it's because in Z there are a lot more Straw Hat interactions. The one thing I hated about Strong World is that Strong World was so disconnected, and it turned into another Rescue Nami story, which is part of the reason why I don't like Gold that much. Stop with the Nami bias. I could give a fuck. Why? It's like there's like three of the One Piece films, Nami gets kidnapped. It's in movie 2. I'm trying to think. 3 is about Chopper. 4 is the original characters. 5 is Zoro. 6 is Luffy. 7's the other one I haven't watched. 8 is the retelling of Alabasta. 9 is the retelling of Drum Island. 10 is Strong World, which is another Nami movie. She gets kidnapped twice in that film. It's fucking stupid. Ugh. That's the other thing I didn't like. The One Piece bias aggravates me. What's the saddest death? That's hard. I can't think off the top of my head. Also, I couldn't talk about it because it's spoilers for certain shows. So I'm not going to talk about that purely because it would be spoilers for certain shows. King is not to please. Fuck, I didn't read it in time. I didn't read it in time. God damn it. Since we were talking about Tokyo Mirage Sessions, this is essentially the anime. And then Nami. I think I know who you're talking about, but I don't. I need to make sure. I might know her by her first name, not her last name. Name Nami. Let me make sure. Oh, that is not who I thought you were talking about. Really? I guess that's fair. Nanami's such like a... She was such like a throwaway character to me that I had to remind myself she existed. But yeah, I completely forgot about Nanami. No, Kujira is Bae. Nami's gotten power-ups, which is what helped her, but she hasn't been in a fight. That's my issue with her. Who are your favorite One Piece females? Tashigi is up there. I'm trying to think One Piece females. You said don't go with the I like what's her name? She's part of the Charlotte family. She has the ability where she can like squeeze the juice out of you and shit. She juices you. I like her design. I don't know if I like her character. Tashigi I love. Tashigi I think is just a good foil for Zoro. And I love that. But she needs to get way stronger. I need her to like be able to hang with Zoro on like a 1v1 situation. I'm trying to think of the One Piece girls I really like. Shirahoshi, because I know she gets a lot of hate. Also, if you want to talk about saddest anime deaths, just Angel Beats. That's all I'm going to say, Angel Beats. Smoothie. I love how I should have remembered that. But she doesn't get a lot of moments. I don't think all the strides are going to get hockey. Although I think they all need hockey. But they're not going to all get it. I knew this was going to turn into the anime cast. I should have known fucking better. I should have known. Although, if you ask me who the best character in Madaka is, it's fucking, Oh, I can't think of his name all of a sudden. Why can't I think of the... Kumagawa is the best character in fucking... I blanked on his name for a second. It's also hot in this room, which I think it might be part of the issue. But yeah. Fucking... Kumagawa is the best character in the series. Also, I just found a YouTube video that I kind of want to go look at real quick. Hold on a second. I'm not going to play it, but that's going to be in the... I'm going to hold that in the back. I'm going to go look at that video later. I wouldn't say Clannad. I'd say Clannad after story. I wouldn't say Clannad. I ain't got nothing to talk about. Oh, no, you're fine. I'd rather be surprised if it's a series I don't know about. Favorite anime villain? Favorite anime villain? That's hard. I think Mirror is the best objectively one of the best villains. Mirror is such a good villain for Hunter x Hunter. That whole arc, which is good. Fucking Kamen Ant arc, which just is a good arc in general. I don't know what the fuck is happening with your comments, Prince Revolver. Does it tell me who deletes them? Let's check. Lightning, why are you fucking with Revolver's comments? And the problem is I can't go back and change it because they're already gone. Oh, you hit them and then unhit them. Dragon Ball Super episode. Is that the episode with all the fucking bad animation? I think Meruem was a good villain. Kira's a good villain from JoJo Part 4. My favorite, Cell will always hold a special place in my heart. I fucking love Cell. He's weak, but he's fucking amazing at the same time. Unpopular opinion, Hunter x Hunter is overrated. To a degree, I would say yeah. I think the problem, Hunter x Hunter has good writing, but it's not the most entertaining show. That's like my issue. Hunter x Hunter is not the most entertaining. It might have really good writing, but I don't think it's the most entertaining personally. But it's still like an amazing show. Let's see. What else am I missing? Yeah, it's Goku versus Beerus. That animation is garbage. That's why it made you cry. No, Lightning, it was you. It tells me. I can screenshot it. It said Revolver was hidden by Lightning 49, and it also says you were unhidden by Lightning 49. So that means you hit him and then unfin. Then it said you deleted his message. And that's the second time that's happened, Lightning. You've done that before, too. You have been deleting his messages. It's saying you've been doing it, Lightning. We're going to test the theory, Lightning. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, everyone says it's you, Lightning. So either, Lightning, you've been hacked or something's going on. Like every one of him. So what I'm going to do, we're going to test the theory. I'm going to test the theory. I'm testing the theory, Lightning, and we'll see if it's actually you or if there's something going on. But the last few times it said it's you fucking with Revolver stuff, so we're going to test the theory moving forward and see what happens. This is the only thing to do. This is the only way I can check, Lightning. If I remove your privileges to remove comments, and it still happens, and I know it's not you, it's just something going on. But for right now, we're going to check. So Revolver, comment as you've always been. I'm just going to have to watch the chat more intently. Lightning, Kira, Prince of Revolver. Oh no! Oh no! Oh Jesus! That's too close. Studio, that was too close, yo. How dare you? Oh no. He didn't hit me with the hit me with the okie doke. Damn. Damn, dog. Oh my God. The Revolver, you have to comment so I can check. I don't really read light novels. The only show I watch that's based on a light novel is the only show I watch that's based on a light novel that I really love, it's probably Snafu. Snafu is it, son. Like I said, Lightning, if it doesn't happen, it's not a big deal. But I don't want his stuff to be constantly removed without really knowing what's going on. That's what irks me. I can take it either way. Anime rapper, I watch both. As of recently, I've enjoyed more plot. Oh, yeah, Silent Voice I read. I think the manga is better than the movie, but the movie is still great. Is This a Zombie I watched and loved to death, although I think the second season is weaker. I'm not ready for Snafu, Brian, because that shit's gonna destroy me, son. That shit is absolutely gonna destroy me. I'm also trying to keep an eye on Revolver's like stuff to make sure nothing just randomly disappears and shit. That's supposed to be next week. I mean, not next week, next year. Holy shit. The light novel ends next month, though. I like Is This a Zombie? It's just the second season was weaker. Like, I like it, but I don't like it. It has less mystery to it, but I think it has better character moments. Although the ending of it was kind of janky. Like, I liked it, but I didn't like it. It's such a weird season. Like, the girls were totally, like, warming up to him in the second season, which usually is not the case. Usually in most of those harem series, like, it's like within the first season. With Is This a Zombie, it took until the second season for the girls to, like, warm up to, all these names I'm blacking out on, but I'm hot, and I think I've lost. I don't know, man. Half of the reason why you enjoy fucking One Punch Man is the art. And I could tell that animation, that wasn't it, Chief. That's all I'm gonna say. It was not it. Oh, if Xenoblade Chronicles still had an anime, I'd be dead. I legit would be dead. That's not even a question of what and or if. I would be fucking dead. And I can't have it in my life, son. I can't. Oh, Jesus. I only saw one season of Snafu last year. It was good. Yeah, I watched season 2 was lit. Fucking love season 2. I don't know about hate. No, you can't. Even the manga doesn't have enough material to make a season 2. The manga only has like another volume and a half you could cover. Studio Ufuto. Wait a minute. I gotta make sure I recognize that studio. I'm pretty sure I do. But let me make sure. I might change. Oh, side note, I might change my fucking icon on Twitter. Oh, Ufotable. Fates. Ooh, the Fate series. Oh, do they do fucking Demon Slayer 2? I didn't know that was them. Let's go. Oh my god. I wouldn't be ready if they did. I get excited just thinking about it. Oh my goodness. No, we're not getting into that again. We're not getting into that again, alright? They are not making High School of the Dead Season 2 because the creator is dead and there's not enough in the manga today. This is the shit that happened with me in fucking Sekirei when people were like, are they making a season 3 of Sekirei? No, because they fucked up the canon and harem series usually don't get that kind of support. Even though if they made another Sekirei series, it would literally have to be like a remake. You don't know how long I was getting comments on that fucking video. They're gonna make a... Oh, that's Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That's what X2 is, Perry. That's a video game. Yeah, I knew they did animes for the Tale series. What's up, Laker Link? You're kind of late because I'm about to get off, but still. I'm not ready for the ending of that series. I'll be real with you, Red Dragon. Hitman Reborn has been dead. That's like another series that like does not get acknowledged in any way most of the time. So I'm scrolling back. And I see that Prince Revolver stuff is still up So I don't know if you're doing it intentionally, Lightning, or someone has hacked your account, but you might want to be aware of that. I'm just all I'm gonna say. Because I'm looking back and Revolver stuff has not been deleted since then. Two Love Rue was an exception because Two Love Rue was insanely popular, and Two Love Rue was also like illegal. Ooh, Jesus Christ! Fucking Two Love Rue is a completely different beast. That's because Medaka Box manga was never localized, Revolver. The only thing you can buy at Medaka Box in America is the anime. And the dub is fucking trash. Well, that's not fair. The season 1's dub is fucking garbage. Season 2's dub is better, but I still don't like Zenkichi's voice. But at least, if nothing else, you can buy it and watch it in subtitles. So, Lightning, what I'm going to do is we're going to reinstate it. I'm going to reinstate your moderator privileges. But I'm going to tell you right now, if it happens as soon as I re-add you, then you need to, like, change your passwords. I'm going to re-add you, and we're going to see what happens. Because either somebody hacked you or you're doing it. It's one or the other. I'm the kind of guy who would like to assume it probably is more so someone hacking you. But still, I can't have you out here removing comments. That's just not it's not something that can happen. Oh yeah, Sekirei was really, the dub wasn't, I think, I don't know, Season 2's was a little better. But change your passwords, I feel like somebody is fucking with you. I haven't watched A Good Harem in a while, yo. What was the last Good Harem I watched? You own it because of the subtitles, Period. That's all you gotta tell people. You watch it in Japanese. The anime itself was good. It was just that fucking dub that pissed people off. What was the last Good Harem anime I watched? Was it Infinite Stratos? Was that it? That can't be right. Infinite Stratos wasn't the latest. What was the latest harem I watched? I don't fucking remember. Damn. No. Don't talk to me about Nisekoi, alright? Nisekoi was a fucking waste of time, is what Nisekoi was. I didn't like what I saw at Heaven's Lost Property. Let's see. High School Today, if they got a season 2, it would have to be super short. The last Good Harem anime I watched was Steven Universe. Ah! No! No! Oh, you bastard! Oh, that's good. GG. GG. What was the last harem anime I watched? Let me go look at my watch list. I think that was it, though. I guess, no, Yuna in the Hot Springs. That was the last one. Yeah, my Girlfriend's a Gal and Yuna in the Hot Springs were the last ones I read. And My Girlfriend's a Gal is a good series, but fuck that anime. That anime adaptation was trash. That series is pretty good though. I don't know why, Lightning. We don't know. Maybe because Atlas didn't localize fucking Kill la Kill. Oh, Zatch Bell is fucking great. I fucking love Zatch Bell. I can go back and watch Zatch Bell. It's weird. It's almost like the same argument I have for Bleach. Like, I don't... It's like... Speaking of, like, Bleach, for example, I don't fucking think was good overall. I think it was okay. It deserves the respect it gets, but it definitely wasn't as good as its contemporaries. But, man, when I go back and watch some of those fake Katakura Town fights, Like Hisagi. Ah, my boy Hisagi's fight was lit. Ugh. Oh, Period's on a fucking roll. He don't give a damn, yo. What else? Actually, Mysterious Girlfriend X was really fucking good too. Even though I don't consider that that's not a harem, but that is a romance series. A lot of people didn't like it because of the drool. Man, that series is so cute and good. I actually read that manga to completion. It's very episodic too, but I think it has a good like genuine sense of progression. Soul Society's all right. I like it still, but I don't like it as much as I used to. The anime was fucking garbage, Lightning. The anime butchered the manga so much it was infuriating. The manga is way better for girlfriend. My girlfriend's a gal. Let me make sure. Revolver's stuff is still sticking around, which bodes well. So, I guess maybe removing you as a mod and then re-adding you fixed it. Although I would still change your fucking passwords, because, you know, that's fucking important. Yeah, Mysterious Girlfriend X is fucking great. I love Mysterious Girlfriend X. But I actually went a little bit longer today. This is going to be kind of a weird episode, because this episode has a bunch of anime shit at the end of it, but hey. Dude, I have like 3 or 4 friends that are like, I need to watch Takagi-san. I need to get back on my like harem and romance anime. I've been literally watching shonen. Kimon Michi. What the hell is Kimon Michi? I don't even think I know what that is. Let's Google it, because I don't know what the fuck that is. What is this? What is this called? I see Funimation has the rights to it, which... What is it about? Oh, it's a wrestling? Now the match title world champion suddenly teleported to... Oh, it's like a fucking isekai is what it is. Oh, it's like a... Okay, that's weird. That's fine, though. Dance of the Vampire Bun didn't look super interesting to me, but okay. This is such a weird premise of a fucking show. A wrestler gets transported to another world and wants to befriend a bunch of animal girls. I swear to God, I feel like we just slowly but surely are running out of less and less ideas. Oh well, it's besides the point. That's besides the point. I'm going to bed. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed these later. This is like an extra hour and a half, an extra half an hour of content you got from me tonight. Next week I'll probably do one. See, Stag is already out here fucking like suggesting shit. I have to work. I have responsibilities, Static. Fuck. That's besides the point. Thank you guys for the support. Follow me on Twitter at the Game Manic. Follow me on Twitch at the Insane Game Freak. Click the notification bell and subscriptions. I appreciate you guys hanging out and chilling with me for an hour and a half. Sorry for the late stream, but I hope I made up for the extra half an hour of content and anime talk. Yeah. I think that's all that needs to be said. So, this has been the Insane Game Freak. Loves the game, play to win, and thank you for hanging out for another Manic episode. Later days and peace. Oh. Ugh. Night, guys. I need to go get some water and hydrate myself. Because the thirst of all these anime waifus is too much for me. God damn. Woo!